Sin 2 by Larian Studios. This is part 2. We just got off the ship. Give me 1 second. Just setting up some stuff right now. Again, this stream is just basically getting people acquainted with CRPGs. This is again Divinity Original Sin 2 by Larian Studios. Originally launched in 2015, I believe. It's available on consoles. Say maybe it's been on console for the last couple years now, several years. In my opinion, it's the best CRPG ever created. And that currently includes Larian's other masterpiece, which is Baldur's Gate 3, which a lot of people know. Yet never heard of this game before. So again, this is just to give people an idea on consoles that how CRPGs work. So what you can expect from Baldur's Gate 3. And if you want, you got a couple weeks here. I'm sure you can find Divinity Original Sin 2 on the PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X, Series S, probably at a discount. Definitely under 20. Maybe if it's cheaper if you go to like CD Keys or something, if it's available there. Let's continue. The story in this is pretty epic. That's why I like it so much. Combat is smooth. Characters, a lot of them are just unforgettable. And as I mentioned before on my first stream, that you get some of the equipment, armor, capes. I don't believe you get actually any weapons out of it, but I've seen the red prince, his cape, things, mask, Beast hat in BG3. That's when you first jump onto the game. You go to your camp area, and then check your traveler's chest, and they should be in there. I'm sure it's just straight cosmetics, nothing to do with adding any skills or anything, or any abilities at all. Maybe a kid over here. Talk to him. Shit.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to elves. Well, elves eat people and their pets. Elves don't know the alphabet.
The child's eyes grow wide.
People ask you to eat them? Really? Neat. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, but it's a lot nicer out here than inside.
There's a lot of unforgettable characters you're going to meet throughout this game. Your companions, their background story. It's just really well made.
They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
One feature that I have in Baldur's Gate 3 I like a lot is where you can send, say I come overcome by the amount of stuff I'm carrying with me. I can send it back to camp, or each chest or pod to open, or each enemy I search and stuff like that. I can automatically send it back to camp instead of carrying it around and have to fast travel to camp each time just to offload the equipment that I picked up.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
Okay, I'm in trouble here.
I know you.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
As I mentioned in my previous stream, and also during the streams of Baldur's Gate 3, that CRPGs are not fast-paced games. The story is heavily a big part of the game. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of reading in most cases. Combat can be slow at times. I mean, it may take a while too for some battles. I've had battles that last over an hour. It's not one of those games you're going in guns blazing and expect to come out with a win. There's a lot of strategy to it. How you build your party. I mean, obviously you don't want all barbarians and melee characters. Prince is pretty important. I like having him as a companion, one of my companions.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red colour. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock
That's
eyes
a
with
pretty
his, two smouldering embers that
arrogant
sizzle
thought,
your very
but-
soul.
You want him as your companion.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further... If you really must know, I haven't quite decided yet. I've a frightful amount of things on my mind, hence my standing here contemplating the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me. What do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities, and shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. Of course, it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the Seven have mercy on their own creation. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the spouse of the sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship, after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. You do tend to beat around the bush, don't you? Oh well, that wishy-washy answer will have to do then. So, now that that's settled, first things first. even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself, but I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic and, yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
So,
Wizardry is embedded in my nature as deeply as the instincts to breathe and drink and mate. The dominion over fire suits me best, truth be told, but there is no school of magic I cannot master. Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, My Lord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So,
okay, we're off. So this is the first time I'm actually using him as a wizard or a cleric. This is one thing I hate is this damn map. Also, as I mentioned in my previous stream, that this plays exactly like Baldur's Gate 3. So I believe they even use the same engine, graphics engine.
A black cat. Hello, kitty.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
This plays exactly like Baldur's Gate.
Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
These vines over here I can climb up. We'll do that at a later time. Let's get to the city and start getting our team together. Bedroll, so bedroll, you can rest, heal your team. Obviously not during combat, but outside of combat, you can rest anywhere and just heal your team.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas! He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot!
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
traits that I haven't used before. So all these are going to change. It's going to expand to where there's more traits you'll be able to pick. Let's go.
He hasn't changed a bit. Come on, old man. I can't wait all day. Where is he?
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
An odd-looking young woman is staring intently at the statue to the divine, fingers curled rigidly at her sides. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her
She's
eyes
one of the
lock with
characters
yours,
you're gonna be able to
dark
pick
pupils
up
dilated
as a
into great
companion.
black
She's pretty good.
voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Hi, who are you? Some lady? I'm Losa. Pleased to meet you. Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... hospitable? Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a spectre, but I wouldn't bet money on it. So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? I was just thinking the same sort of thing. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if, when, push comes to shove. Lately, I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought, and I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
It's dear one. Help me teach this beast. He must respect.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff, especially not one of you.
Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combined threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you. You ain't worth the sweat of my brow anyhow.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
There is a safe place.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it, hard.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run, and then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put. 2 heads are better than 1, and when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need? Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are. Lead the way.
point in messing with Griff's roots anyhow?
A little reprieve from the din outside.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Our kind of few here. We must help each other. To be vulnerable in a place like this is tough. You may keep your shame for yourself. An open heart knows the difference between right and wrong. It is not wrong to walk in the camp. It is wrong to assault one walking. You walk among the humans too long if you think differently. I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. In this cave, we trust Sahala. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. I shout to him to run. I am taken. Wait, before you go. I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this. Thank you.
So I get a severed head.
Got you! I got you! I magicked you, you're dead!
Okay.
You're too slow! I magicked you, you're dead!
What happened to the past? Well,
Wait! I called a timeout!
As you approach the young elf, Losa suddenly grabs your arm. Her hand is damp. Her face looks pale and grey.
Hey, listen, I don't know why, but I think I need to talk to this elf. You mind?
She jerks her hand away.
I can't. I just need to talk to her, okay?
She turns towards Sahala. She darts over to the elf, and they begin talking in earnest, more quietly than you can overhear. Losa suddenly snatches up both the elf's hands and leans close to her. Her voice rises.
You have to tell me.
The whites of Losa's eyes fade to grey, then black. The colour runs into her veins, crisscrossing her skin like lightning. She keeps hold of Sahela's hands.
It rises in you even now, Losa. Do not let it. You must be strong. Be strong. Fight. Fight. You are okay. You are yours. No one else's.
Shut up. Let go. Let go. Let go. I don't want to hurt her. Don't make me.
Losa is rigid as a board, tense with the effort of holding Sahela's hands in tight, painful bunches.
Leave me alone. Leave me. I don't want to.
You are hurting me.
Losa's eyes are black. Sahela's fingers are white under her grasp.
Let me go. Please.
A sinister smile spreads across Losa's lips. She jerks the elf toward her.
Chatty, chatty elf. Chatty elf with all the answers. I wonder what your blood tastes like.
Losa, please. You must not defend her. She wakes if she is weakened. We must hurt her to protect her, you see?
One by one and two by two, they all fall down. They do, they do.
Yep.
You must weaken her to help her.
Damn it. I messed up on my first one. I should have done this then. Electrical charge. I'm not gonna win this one, doesn't look like it. Picked up right at the wrong time.
I'm ready.
I am sorry, Losa.
Look, I gotta kill her so she can stop hearing these. Got two different type of shields on. I'm like level 2 maybe. So to take on these guys is like a death sentence this early.
Something inside is strong. Very strong. This total BS.
I'm ready.
not mean what she does.
Okay, it's over.
It was almost enough. A few more hits. She comes back to us when she is weaker.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and
I'll stab you right in the eye! I magicked you, you're dead!
I feel him, but I do not see him.
You're too slow! Shua! 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 Got you! Got you! I got you!
I know they help.
Wait! I call a timeout! Whoever kills the other is the boss! You're cheating!
I feel him, but I do not.
You're too slow! I magicked you, you're dead!
I feel him, but I do not see him.
Whoever kills the other is the boss!
What?
You're cheating!
Don't look at me like that. Good. I don't. Let's keep moving. I want to get out of this bloody place as soon as possible. Yes, it is.
You're cheating!
Okay, we're off. Lesson learned. Actually, maybe I gotta talk to her.
Got you! I got you! Wait! I call a timeout!
the young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns toward you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Ah, hello. I see you come a long way. I see you come here seeking a great adventure. Do you find it?
She laughs and looks around as though taking in the scenery, though her eyes are still covered.
Many people to meet, many stones to turn, and there is a great joy here, as though the walls and water themselves were made by many smiling gods. Even if we are here under unhappy circumstances, still I feel it. I see it before my eyes. It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave. My protector, my friend, an elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me, and he suffers very much. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek, a way out. You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I miss him very much. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him.
Of course not.
I feel him, but I do not see him.
What were you thinking, messing with Riff's boots, anyhow?
I'm gonna stop here and likely continue tomorrow. I also plan on jumping back on Baldur's Gate 3. Maybe Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
I'm hungry.
It's better to fight the